Hello, welcome back to another game on Arena 1v1 between T90. Tristan is playing, I'm pretty sure it's off stream, but he is playing an arena game even against Phantom of the Arena in blue, a Smurf, actually a clown Smurf. I'd argue he's a clown, and T90 is going to ask, who are you, which Smurf am I playing? And then, yeah, there it is. And then somewhere they are talking, I guess T90 had him muted or something because there was a pause, and then they were able to talk. And later on T90 is asking, practicing Arena for Huang. And that's really giving it away because this opponent here, T90's opponent, is the opponent of Huang in the Hidden Cup qualifier round of 64. Those games already happened. Spoiler alert. Huang lost the games, and T90 knows sometime in the early game here, yeah, there was the pause. I guess the message wasn't recorded, but T90 knows that his opponent is actually running. Gava guy, and I'd say running is a clown. Maybe not as clown as, like, let's say, Chanslow or Dark Noob, but he likes Arena, he can play clown strategies, and he's playing Arena really, really well, as well as other maps. He came from Woobly, as far as I remember. Gava guy account, I'm not sure how old it is. I think T90 sometimes said in this game, yeah, I played you on Woobly before, and you weren't a clown back then, something like that. I don't know, but let's go for the map now. Let's see what T90 is dealing with. He's playing as the Lithuanians, so he definitely wants to go for the relics later on, and most likely for a castle. Main stone for him forwardish, and a second stone on the same side, forward outside. So that's not ideal, but it's okay. Practicing on Arena, like 15% of my games are Arena. Leave me my fun. Yeah, that's what a clown would say. When Arena is fun, then you're a clown. I'm not judging, but when people call you clown, you're not one, you're just good on Arena too. Not sure. As I said, maybe not as clown as Chanslow or Dark Noob, for example, and there's a few more that come to mind, but he is really good at it, and he's calling himself Phantom of the Arena. I remember all those era Woobly days. There we go, so T90 most likely played him. Be that much of a training for Huang. I never saw you, Huang, anyone. Okay, I'm as good as that as I'm in Arena, just say enough. Interesting, it's about the strategy that I don't really know about, but Huang is known for some like aggressive strategies, I think. And I was going about the map, and then they're talking again, which is nice, of course. It's interesting to see what they're talking about. Third gold outside, main gold on the side here, somewhat in the back, a second gold safe in the back. Not really big wood line here, but it's not a big problem. Still don't know how good you would be if you were playing more often, and yeah, that's it. T90 is not a player really. He can play really well, but he is more of a streamer, and when I say more of a streamer than I mean that's his full-time job. He's usually casting, not playing, and he could go like at least top 80, I guess, without too much trouble, but you need to invest time. I think T90 is preferring to go for the casting and the streaming instead of the playing tournaments, really. So it makes sense to play from time to time, and T90 is a decent player. They're both on 2K1 plus level here, as far as I remember, but he's not going to be a full-time player, most likely. He's going to be the streamer, and he's really good at that too. Actually, we had Phantom of the Arena running with a 22 pop feudal age, so he went for the fast feudal, now is going for the blacksmith a little bit late. He's got the resources that he needs, but blacksmith going up, and he's on the way up to castle age. 32 population, that's, yeah, technically 31, because one villager and one additional military units, spearmen, and we're going to see scouts. His map, second gold inside forward, second stone left inside outside, main stone on the side, not too far away from the walls, not too promising for him. The main gold on the side, not really in the back either, and the third gold outside, obviously. Both players now trying to fight for the relics. Relic-wise, actually, this one is closer to T90. One in between the two players, this one in between them, this one is closer to T90, and the last one definitely closer to running. And of course both players would like to get the relics. T90 because he wants to get that additional attack. That's a funny fight. Spearmen, they're taking forever to kill each other. No light cav upgrade yet for either player, but running is getting it. And I guess T90 should go for the light cav upgrade too. The spearman about to fall, and I think T90 is going to lose the last of his spearmen here. Not without taking one more. Yeah, so one spearman left. And T90 has monastery up. He's got one monk on the way already. Where did that monk go? What's he doing? He should grab the relics, not move to the back here. Not quite sure what that was about. And we have a monastery up for running as well. He did the light cav upgrade, so now he should have the advantage when it comes to the military units. We have 4 scouts for T90 on the right hand side. going a little bit Arabia ways here, like moving around, but you really want to be in the middle, you really want to contest the relics. And first monks on the way now for running 2. There's 1-2 spearmen moving out to the left hand side. The monk is waiting a little bit. Now T90 is starting to convert here. Of course, not going to get it, but he makes sure that the light cav are actually being pushed away. T90 at the same time trying to maybe snipe a monk here. He's coming across the gate. Running can see it, is moving back with the monk. Do we see any extra TCs here? The second TC coming up for running on the main stone. For T90, TC coming up on the wood line and close to the main goat. Nice TC spot. He's housed on 45 population. Not good, but not too bad. I think he can afford to be housed for a little bit at least. And we have 2 spearmen, 5 now light cav for T90 as well. And how's the relic count looking? T90 is gonna have 1. He's gonna bring it up 1 back home, and those 2 monks should be able to grab the second relic as well, as T90 is now pushing Running's army away for a little bit, actually able to take down spearmen. Running has 2 spearmen of his own, and Running's the one who is going for a relic of himself, taking the one close to his base. The monk actually dropping the relic and is starting to convert, I guess, the spearman. Lightgift of course going away. That's 1 spearman converted. That's a second spearman getting converted. Yeah, indeed. The Lightcav were out of range, but the monks still continued. In the meantime, T90 is able to get relic number 2 in. He's going for 30 TC on the main stone. No TC. No, wait, he's on gold on wood. Yeah, that's quite good here. Second TC is up now, and a third TC coming up. T90 is not hurrying to get these TCs up. I guess he could be a little bit faster, but he's doing the heavy plow upgrade, which is interesting. So he wants to go for a heavy economy without too many villagers apparently. Of course, Running is ahead in villager numbers now. Got a 30 C on a wood line here, and the villager numbers 42 against 40 is not really far ahead, but a little bit. And now we have a big fight in the middle for that. No, it's not even the last relic. I think Running should be able to grab this now. There's 3 monks for him. He should also be able to grab the other relic. He's got enough military presence, 4 Lightcav, 4 spearmen, and 3 monks in total. While T90, he's got those 4 Lightcav, so he should try to snipe these monks. And actually the spearmen, I think, should guard that monk here. T90 might be able to get that monk in. And, ooh, if Running has bad luck, then T90 is actually able to get the Lightcav in. Because from timing, that monk is opening the gate and he is dying and the Lightcav are inside. So T90 could do some damage. There's too much military units around to really do damage, and the gate is closed now, but T90 got a Lightcav inside, and I think you should go for some intel on Running's map, because that's information you usually don't get. Instead it looks like he's attacking the non-loom villagers, and he should be able to take one of these villagers down, and then the Lightcav is definitely going to die here. So that's pretty much it for the fight in Castle Age, I imagine. 3 TCs up and running for both players, and I'm assuming both players will try to go up to Imperial Age very soon, or prepare for that. T90 has actually 1 villager on stone. What do you want to do here? T90 has 2 relics, but still, Ladies should be the #1 go-to unit. It's, or maybe Siege, like, you get bombard cannons, I think, in Onagers. What do you expect from the melee? Usually, a relatively fast Imperial Age, and then Arbalest, bombard cannons. That's a very strong composition, backed up by monks maybe, if you're facing a lot of Onagers or bombard cannons yourself. And against Arbalest, you could go for elite skirmishers. There's actually the archer range coming up already. So, it looks like Running is preparing for exactly the Arbalest transition. But how do you counter this? You go for Siege or for Latiss? Paladin? I guess not. That's just too hard to mass early on, and there will be a lot of Arbalest in the early Imperial Age for Running, most likely, unless it's going something completely different. But I think it would make sense to go for Arbalest here. And T90 is getting good trash units. He's got that tower shields upgrade, making them faster. But T90 is going for pikemen, and that's really surprising to me, because pikemen doesn't really do you any good. You're not going to see elephants against Lithuanians. It doesn't really make so much sense. It's hard to tech into, it's easy to counter, and actually T90 should expect the Arbalest here. Teching into pikemen seems to be a little bit of a waste. He's also going with the forward siege workshop, but it's 26 minutes in, it's almost a little bit late. And there's a castle coming up for Running as well. That castle is gonna protect the 2/3 of his base, maybe more, maybe less, but it's protecting the main gold, and that Mangonel has no chance of killing any villagers here. Would need to move around, and even then you're probably out of range. So the castle is going up, and running is almost up to Imperial Age already with almost 80 villagers, and crossbow upgrade done, +2 is done. We're going to see Bracer, we're going to see Arbalest a little bit later, and Arbalest or Bracer crossbowman even will do decent against Mangonels, especially when there's only 1 or 2. You should be able to out-micro those. T90 in the meantime is occupying the center, is patrolling his pikeman for a little bit, but he's behind in the boom. He should be able to click up to the Imperial Age any second now. He's actually adding an archer ranger, so I'm expecting to see elite skirmishes here, and that's something you don't want to open really. You don't want to go elite skirmishes after booming, even if you're in mini boom, and elite skirmishes should lose you the game. I'm not quite sure what T90 can do else. He is not with the castle yet. He almost got enough stone for that, but I would like to see latest here, even if they only get the +2 bonus attack. They're ignoring armor, which makes them quite strong, and in mass they should be good against the Arbalest as well. You can add in elite skirmishes if you want to. You can go for maybe bomber cannons, maybe onagers. I think Lithuanians are lacking siege onagers, sorry, siege rams. Don't get siege onagers either as far as I know. But of course it's now running who is going for the middle, who is actually able to push back T90's army. T90 went with the castle here, kind of on the front of his base, going for trebuchet just in case. And we have chemistry upgrade on the way for T90 as well, but running already with a bomber cannon production. Does he have some? There is a bomber cannon on the field here. He's going with the castle in the middle to make sure that the siege workshop and monastery will go down and to secure map control. And it's the first trebuchet to start and hit that castle. We have a counter trap available, a second on the way, but it's gonna be a matter of time until that castle is going down, because we're gonna have more trebuchets and more bomber cannons for running here. It's got 2 bomber cannons already. I'm not sure about Malay getting siege engineers. I guess not, but I'm not positive on that. No idea, to be honest. On the left-hand side, there's a few houses where villager is going down, and running going with the Clown Way, as John Slowbro said, and building outposts to get some vision on the map to see where T90 would be going. Now we have that counter trap starting to attack, and one is packed here, but the bomber cannons are able to take the trebuchet down probably. That's 3 balls and bye-bye. 3 cannonballs. I think maybe Gavagai should open the wall here. Like, take the bomber cannons, hit one of the pieces of stone wall. You can go in. He's even got karambits on the field. That would make it even easier to try and snipe some units. Or the Arbalest could move forward, the bomber cannons could move forward. Like this, T90 is repairing the castle, and with 2 trebuchets is actually able to almost take that trebuchet down from running. Running is moving back a little bit, but he's doing, how's it called, forced levi, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Now that means he's transitioning into infantry. He's going for the 2-handed swordsmen that don't cost any gold, and that's one of the best trash units in the game. So we will see Arbalest, gold unit, plus bomber cannons or trebuchets, and then as a siege unit, as a trash unit, the 200 swordsmen, and that's quite an amazing composition. When you're ahead, you should be fine with that. Now let's see how T90 is countering this. Looks like T90 is going for cavalry units now. We do see the cavalier upgrade coming in, so he wants to tag into Paladin. Doesn't have enough stone for even a second castle. He's spending a lot of that on repairing that one castle he has. And yeah, Lithuanians without Latis on Arena, they really lack some of their power. So I think running is not only ahead in score, but also ahead in the game, really. Population is similar, but the military number is very, very different. You see T90 with almost 20 more villagers. Now he's got 20 more, but 26 more military units for running. That means he can do a lot of damage. T90 once again is moving around on the side. Might be able to snipe one of these villagers. Running went with the castle to protect the left-hand side extra gold. I like this idea. It is going for more barracks. He is starting to produce 200 swordsmen. He's getting the upgrades on those. And on the right hand side, those elite skirmishers, 7 attack against 5 pierce armor. They won't have an easy time to kill those. 200 swordsmen are not a perfect standard infantry unit, but they are decent enough to be able to take down a an army like that. And once again, if running open the walls, he could move in with the 200 swordsmen. He's already sending them and could attack those elite skirmishers. It would be so much easier to snipe the trebuchets, go for the castle, and actually would win the game faster. But I guess running is patient here. We have the paladin upgrade coming in, 49. He's got a few stables in the back here. He's got a decent amount of gold in the bank as well, but I don't see any cavalry units produced, and he should start production already. There it is. There's a few cavalry on the way. The problem is that running can easily tag into halberdiers. It doesn't really take him long. He's got a lot of infantry upgrades already, and he can produce spearmen from a lot of barracks while doing pikemen and halberdier. So I'm not quite sure that the paladin upgrade is the right idea. Maybe it's somewhat of a desperation move, because what else are you going to do? You can spam a lot of trash. That's an option. Go for masses of elite skirmishers, but then there is the siege units against you. Or you can try to go for gold units, and paladin is not a bad idea, but in this situation I don't think it's going to work. 12 plus 3 is the attack. That's something you usually don't see, and actually T90 is bringing the relics to the back of his base somewhere. Where's the monastery? Must have built another one. He is moving the relics to the left hand side into the woodline. Interesting to see, as running is attacking on the right hand side and T90 is bringing the relics to safety. It makes sense, but I'm not quite sure it's going to be enough. There's only a few elite skirmishers in those houses, and T90 was population capped as the castle went down. Now the 200 swordsmen are moving in, and I think we're about to see the GG, because what can you do? There's a medium army of paladin waiting, and T90 is definitely trying to engage there as soon as he gets the numbers, but not quite sure if he can wait for that and if he can afford to wait, because running of course is moving in. Is he getting any pikemen? Halberdier upgrade on the way as far as I can see. Do we see that upgrade? Wait. I can click on that, it should show me. Yeah, halberdier is on the way. Is he producing them? He's still producing, yeah, 200 population. So he's preparing halberdiers, but he's still a cute 200 swordsmen. The arbalest in the back. There's one bombard cannon left. There's 2 trebuchets. And there's the paladin moving in. T90 is saying, yeah, I don't need walls. I need to have the space to attack. But the military number is still a lot better for running. 78 against 47. It's looking okay-ish for T90 here, but I don't think it's going to work. And yeah, the open walls, running can actually move into the 200 swordsmen, try to do some damage in the economy as well. The paladin able to clear most of that army. The question is, ooh, that's beautiful, the paladin attack coming up, but now there's the halberdier production. And halberdiers are going to be able and snipe those paladins or do a lot of damage in those paladins, maybe not snipe them. And the more halberdiers running will get, the more difficult it will be for T90 to actually like use the paladin gold effectively. And like this, he needs to go back already. Running again, oh, that's double the military numbers for him almost. And T90 resources looking not bad. He's population capped on 180. Needs to build a few more houses, but he's moving the paladins to the side once again. Maybe he wants to protect the gold. So running can move through the middle. And T90 has fought a good fight here, a good battle. But in the end, T90 not fast enough to go into paladin, not able to go for the latest, like the go-to unit, I think, still. And running playing this really smooth, really well, and I think he deserves to win this. Let's see what's happening after the paladin are going down to the halberdiers. T90 is indeed calling the GG. Why would you continue to play here? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. You can't really do a lot against that army and T90's position. So I hope you enjoyed this one. T90 playing. I would love to see him stream his own 1v1s, but most likely not going to happen. Of course, he's very busy now with casting Hidden Cup 4 games. A very nice tournament that's only in the beginnings, but is attracting a lot of viewers already. And I wish him all the best with that tournament. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.